Hey everybody, and welcome to my thoughts on VoidTrain. Yes, I've been playing this game for a while, and it is really, really fun. I mean, it's got its boring parts, mainly when you're traveling in between on the train, especially if you're playing solo like me, because I have no friends. Well, we're playing as Papa here, so let's continue for me. Yes, I've been playing for a little bit. 37 fucking hours. Yes, I have a life. I wish I had a wife. But, get around the fucking thing, Grandpa. But, yeah, I'm at a, station now. But, one of the things I wanted to talk about are the weapons in the game. I'll use my rifle here. The Sharp-Eyed Enhancer, as they call it. So, there are a few things I wanted to point out. First of all, I would like it if instead of the barrel, the frame, as they called it, instead of being the barrel that changed it, uh, I wish the frame could change, what type of ammunition you're shooting and, just what type of ammunition you're shooting, whether it's special ammo, you'd have to have the core for it. But, yeah. Which I believe, if I'm correct, my shotgun would actually be a better one, I think. Yes, the Furious Shrapnel Gun. Yeah, so the core here is what you would use for special ammo. That's pretty cool. But the frame... let me see if I have any others in storage. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and shoot a bunch of people just to get one. I probably scrapped them all out, but... Well, if not, I got a few other guns back here I could use. A few. I'm rather eclectic. Flexible grip. I'll grab that. And, fast dragonfly. Fast blindness. Eh. You know what? I'll take this one. No. Put it there. Okay. So, oh, this is the only bad part about running through a train. I gotta set up the second armory. But, yeah, so if I wanted to say take this whole thing apart, which I will do right now, I'll take the whole damn thing apart. No. Go for that one. That. That. Okay, so let's say I wanted to take my Furious Shrapnel Gun and stick on a new frame. Oh, what do you know? I get a new, piece. Okay, how about a mag then? Better, but the barrel... That's what changes it. That's what changes the ammunition type. I don't know why. It should be the frame itself that changes the ammunition type, not the barrel. Because, I mean, if you're going to go based on that logic, then you can just slap on any kind of barrel in this game and go. And then the grip would... Yeah, the grip just changes things. Handling, too. The grip changes the handling, which, I mean, that's obvious. It changes how well you can handle it. That's pretty obvious. So, go back to this one. Yeah. 1.9, that's pretty good. Stock. Okay, this really doesn't change anything, so I guess this is more for aesthetic purposes or something. Yeah, because every time I swap it around, nothing changes. So, and then the sights, I wish the sights changed the accuracy on it. That would be pretty cool, having... so this way, instead of just throwing on a random sight that you have lying around, you can actually go through and figure out, well, this sight has better aim, so I'll take it. And then the stock and grip can do more for handling. And then the mag would, yeah, see, 21. Whereas if I put on a drum mag, let me go back and see if I got one in there that can give me a drum mag. Hell, I'll dump the rest of these into another piece, or even better, I'll just throw it back together. Create. Barrel, mag, frame. I'll go back to that grip. Stock, sight. There we go. Throw it back together, and then I'll have to check them out later, see if I got any others like it. But yeah, those really are just my thoughts on it. Here's one with a drum mag. Yeah, I'll tear this one down, because I would like to see it that, so this way the drum mag, yeah, see here, 21 bullets. Oh, hang on, is that a better shotgun than the one I got? Because if that's the case, then I'll tear down this fucker. But for some reason, the mag on this one and the mag on this one both say 21, but ooh, that's a full auto shotgun. I will keep that one. But yeah, for some reason, it's the barrel that changes it. Which, I mean, that would more change the gauge or the size depending on what the barrel is chambered in, but I'm not really a gun guy. Oops, I gotta fill this guy back up. There we go. But yeah, that would change more of the caliber or gauge of whatever you're firing. So, like, let's say I take my sharp-eyed enhancer here. I would love to be able to turn this thing into a shotgun, especially with the way it looks, because I think it looks nice. But I would like it if the frame itself, what they call the frame, I would like it if this changed what type of bullet I shot instead of the barrel. Because, I mean, if the barrel here, I'm pointing off camera like you can fucking see it. The barrel shouldn't do that. The frame should. And then obviously the grip just adds better handling. What does this do? Doesn't really change the handling. But it looks nice. I'll keep it. Wait, does it? No. Can I keep the frickin' stock off of it? I can. Although that should add more than remove more, so. Yeah, I don't know why putting a stock on it adds to the handling. That should help make it easier to handle. Because without a stock, it's going all over the place unless you know what you're doing. But, yeah. Also, I've been noticing, I've seen it in the comments on the store page, and I've seen it myself. These here all drain at once, so I don't know why it does that. It'd be better if it drained one at a time, so this way you had more time for it instead of the whole damn thing just draining at once. Because if everything drains at once, then it feels like you have less time. Whereas if they all drain one after another, so like let's say this one empties out, then it swaps to this one empties out, and then so on and so forth, that would be better. My mic is all the fucking way up here. Probably can't hear it, but whatever. I'll bring it down anyway. But yeah, you could probably hear a lot more of it. And then write that up a bit. But yeah, you could probably hear more. What the hell am I saying? Anyway, yeah, I would like it if these drained one after another instead of all at once. I've noticed that in the store page, or on the community hub as well, and in the discussions. But, yeah. And then, and I'm kind of 50-50 on this view of my own regarding the recycler here. Half of me likes it when I can put it on the train, so this way I can just recycle stuff. But another part of me really wants to have the recycler, instead of on the train, have it at like the hub, so you know, kind of like have this as the recycler. So yeah, I mean, this is actually just like a drop box in case you need to pick, in case you need to go back. But I mean, why do that when you can just put, you know, storage boxes on the train like so? You know, you can have an entire car for storage boxes. You know, why bother using that thing up there? I mean, other than what I use it for, which is picking up all the leftover firearms and throwing them in it so they can be properly disposed of. Which is something you should do, even in real life. But, yeah, instead of having it like that, have the recycler here, so this way you can, you know, throw all the large items you find into here, into like some of these, and then when you finally get to a hub, you can just throw them all in, and then the recycler can just recycle them through. You know, so this way, instead of having it on the train, you can pick them all up, and then you can bring them here and then recycle them here. So, like I said, I'm kind of 50-50 on that with myself, because, like I said, on one half of me likes it here, the other half would like to see it left at the station. But, you know, leave your own thoughts in the comments on what you think is best. And then regarding these little guys, I mean, I like that you have the bed here, but in order to build them, nope, wrong button, you've got to use wood, bolts, and leather. But this is clearly a fabric pillow. But yeah, that's a pretty neat detail, other than the cloth feature, other than the cloth pillow. But yeah, that's pretty neat. But also, this is the container 3, and it feels like it would store less than the first one, or even the second one. Because you've got 10 here and then 4 here. This is after adding on a couple extra slots. So it'd have like 10 and then like 2 or 3 or something, you know? I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. And then also the horn. I mean, I would love it if it sounded just a bit louder. I mean, I have the game's audio down to like half because it's way too loud if it's all the way up. Get off my neck, goddammit. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on it, on what could and what could be thrown into the game, and you know what couldn't. like I said, I mainly just want to. Oh, also some. I've been watching a bit of like Minecraft horror and some other spooky things. So, I mean, I would love to see either the game devs or some people make some mods for it, whether they're mods or DLCs, but have like some, like some spooky stuff. Like have the game devs make some spooky stuff for like Halloween, and instead of just making like the usual, oh, here's a spooky pumpkin to put on your train. Instead, just like put on a or like put in a like some spooky ghosts or like a ghost train. Have something where your train could be haunted. Maybe the station is haunted. Maybe there's a haunted train running that kind of goes past you, or just I'd like to see that kind of stuff just because I think it would look cool just to have the game like that. Maybe your train gets haunted from like ghosts long since past or something, or like the ghosts of your enemies or whatever you want to put in it. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Write down in the comments what you think you would like to see. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on it. So, and these are just ramblings of a crazy man. Oh well, thanks for watching if you do.